What's good, man? It's your boy Pharaoh the God. Always on the job. I got five. Let's talk. Real talk, man. Just want everybody to know, man. I can't keep saying it. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the subscriptions, the notifications, everything, man. I'm just building the page. I'm waiting to get enough people that's interacting so when I go live, I can have the phone call going. People could call in and interact on a different basis, man. We trying to do this different, but and as always, got some things to talk about, man. Getting back to this coronavirus, and I know a lot of people don't like hearing about it and everything, but today we gonna talk about who's the new people to leave the workforce because of the fact that they will not get the corona vaccinations at all. Also, how was a police officer put in critical condition around 1:30 this morning? Also, who the feds are investigating. For y'all that's just now tuning in, checking it out, smash on that notification button, subscribe, like, share, follow. Let's get into it. Today, man, reported probably not even 20 minutes ago, man, more than 100 Marines. I'm talking about these are the people that's fighting for the cause. These are the people that's fighting for what, you know what I'm saying, America stands for. These are the people that's putting their lives on the line and, you know, to make sure that America is always able to be who she is and be able to be dominant. But, and I say but because at this time, it's kind of bad because 100 Marines, not only like was they, you know, kind of like, I don't know, I think that, you know, sometimes you should, if you work in the field of being in the army, you know, it's just like, I guess America looks at it like a regular job. Like they don't look like they tell you you're a hero, but they look at you like you just another regular worker because you could put your life on the line, die for them, kill for them, but you don't get no special privileges when it comes to being in the army. So more than 100 Marines. So I say like a good 150 Marines was yeah, man, it's gnats in this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Workshop dirty. I'll be trying to get it clean. We gonna get it clean, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, man, more than 100 Marines were kicked out of service for refusing the COVID vaccination. And it's just like what is it with this vaccination? Why so many people don't want to get it? Is, you know, the number of doctors, nurses, healthcare workers, teachers, people just in the medical field, and now those that service the country, you feel me? How is it that mass and vast majority of a lot of these people are refusing to work? I'm talking about who wants to refuse to be a doctor? It has to be something behind what's going on for these people not to be, you know, you can't just come out and say now, oh, this race of people over here is not fucking with the vaccination. And you can't say these people are, because it's a vast majority, a large number of people that refuse to take the vaccination no matter what's going on. And then it's just like, you know, if you look at the numbers, the vast majority of those that's dying from it is those with underlying conditions and the elderly people. So it's like, to me, it's a gimmick. You know, to me, it's like, you know, the insurance companies don't want to pay out. And the one thing that they don't want to pay out on is people that got underlying medical conditions, mean that they already fucked up, they got something going on with they life or whatever, right? So they don't want them in the situation no more. And then the old people, you got to think about the social security system, you know what I'm saying? All the money that they've been shelling out to these people that's still living for years. So now you got to think about, you know, for me, my thing is, I'm not saying it ain't no virus, but I'm saying those that did create the virus, you know what I'm saying, manipulated to where the vast majority of those that failed to COVID and to all these new strands is those that are the elderly and those that got underlying medical conditions, man, that some of us don't even know. Some of us just go through life and we just say, hey, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and just keep going through life. Like a lot of us don't go through life and say, hey, what's really wrong with me? Let me go get a full checkup, you know, see what's going on with my body, what my body can take and what my body can't take. And then also Big Pharma, like how much do they really tell you about yourself that where you need to know, like this is what you need to look out for? A lot of these people are just very well endowed with the physics of the body, not no real medicines and real remedies. They just taught that, you know, if you do this, you do that, you know what I'm saying? It's very rarely you get a real good doctor that knows how to avoid a whole lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Healing, Hellenistic doctors, organic doctors, things like that. The reason why they are not really believed in is because it's Big Pharma that's been taking over for so long. That's just like if a new rapper come in, right? This nigga been dominating the scene for years, say for decades. And then a new rapper comes in and the nigga is popping, won't get off fire. They will downplay that because it's so much invested already into this big look, this facade. So it's hard to put money into this facade if you're not going to go and not in terms with what's already going. And that's like Hellenistic doctors and organic doctors, you know what I'm saying? They don't get they fair share because of Big Pharma. And that's why it's just like, it's a gimmick, man. It's like, you know, these doctors, these nurses, they like, fuck it. Fuck that shit. You feel me? So, you know, it's just a shame of how people are going around and trying to manipulate this virus or this pandemic, this epidemic, whatever y'all want to call it. It's sad. Moving on to other news. Baltimore, man, be more careful. An offer was at 1:30 Baltimore time this morning. An officer got a call, and the call that he got was, how can I say, like it really don't say, you feel me, what kind of call it was. He was responding to a call. He got a call around 1:30 this morning. The shooter approached the car from the rear. The officer was still sitting in his car. The suspect got to shooting, and now the police officer is on life support. The chief of police of Baltimore called him a coward. And this is what I have a problem with. Like, you able to defame my character off of one incident, but you won't denounce a police officer. You won't talk bad about a public official when they do something. When they get caught stealing money, you won't call them a coward because they stole from the community. When these police, did you call Derek Chauvin a coward? Did you call the rest of the police that killed these black people and these Mexicans? Do you call them a coward? Do you call the police in your own city a coward for killing black people, for taking advantage of people? Like, what kind of shit do you say? Like, you think just because he made that criminal standpoint or whatever he did, you think that is cool to call him a coward? That nigga had a lot of guts, nigga to walk up on that police nigga and kill him. I take a lot of balls because a lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna do it, bruh. So, you know, I ain't gonna say kudos to him because I don't even know the backstory or whatever it is in it. But you know what I'm saying? Stop disrespecting people just because they not on your side of the fence. Then they gotta be cowards, man. You feel me? A lot of like it's just like when you stand up for your rights. You don't know if that police officer been fucking with that man and was like, you know what, that nigga on call. He respond over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put that call in. I'm gonna wait on it. I don't know that. They don't know that. But even if they did know that, you think they gonna put it out on the news? Oh yeah, officer that's been fucking with man in the neighborhood is shot and put on life support because he prank called. Man, hell no. They gonna call him a coward. They gonna make it like, you feel me? It's not the police officer's fault. And that's one of the biggest things and why people hate the police so much is because the police are never at fault. Never. Not never. No matter if nigga they don't call the ambulance on time, they not at fault. If they don't show up on time, they not at fault. If they plant guns, drugs, you know, any of that, they not at fault, bro. So, you know, I'm not here to say, you know, I wish nigga it'd be a big killing the police. It's just like at the end of the day, check the story, man. Like really release that nigga background. You don't know what was going on. You don't know if that nigga was fucking with him or not. Like, you don't know it could have just been over some pussy. Straight like that, it could have been like the police was knocking down that nigga baby mama or his sister. You never know. But, nigga, you feel me? It's just how, it's weird how they could sit up there and call somebody a coward. Trejo's coffee, man. I would never stop there again. I just never. I fuck with my nigga Trejo, but like I'd rather go to your taco spot than right there. I don't know, you need to upgrade your coffee. It's cool, but it just ain't. I drink mine straight. I guess it's because I drink mine black. It's good, but it's just I don't like the brown sugar shit. I don't like brown sugar. So when you put brown sugar in my shit, it kind of probably fucked it off. But nigga, that nigga donuts was excellent. I love that nigga donut. The cinnamon donut, that shit was fire. But yeah, man, you never know what happens, what's going down. What else? Now, talking about people not admitting this shit, right? People taking advantage of the situation and things like that. Here it is, Amazon. Y'all remember, if y'all follow me on Instagram, I reported on this first, that Amazon warehouse, the roof collapsed, caved in, fell in from the windstorm, however they want to portray it or whatever. But the feds are investigating. And let me give y'all the story or reason why the feds are investigating. But before I do that, let me tell y'all something, man. These big conglomerates and shit like that, these people that really run these businesses, when shit like this happen, you have to shut them motherfuckers down. And I understand this Amazon, but when you have this big wide range, these tentacles that reach out into the world, you gotta have some type of precautions, safety measures, and respect for your fucking workers. Like, come on, bro. Y'all, Amazon this shit. Like, I fuck with y'all, but then y'all out here, like, let's get to the story. An Amazon worker who was killed in the devastating tornado outbreak across the Midwest this past weekend was reportedly barred. That means he was forced from leaving his warehouse. Like, nigga, doors locked, nigga, elbows, you not getting out. As the storm approached, though. See, this is the thing, like, nigga, the storm out there, they got big weather shit that goes on. So they get weather announcements, weather warnings, shit like that. So the Amazon facility probably was already getting the weather report that the storm was coming. So this dude was like, hey, I'm out of here. I'm not fucking with it. Y'all need to let me go ahead and get up out of here. But it's reported that he was barred from leaving. Amazon reportedly refused to initially excuse another employee's absence in the storm's immediate aftermath. Now, after an entire Amazon warehouse collapsed, federal officials have opened an investigation into the mega corporation. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration has opened an investigation into the collapse of an Amazon warehouse in Illinois last week. Larry Verdin, 46, was killed Friday night in Illinois when a deadly tornado caused the roof to cave in at his Amazon facility. Verdin, who began working for the company just 5 months ago, was just one among six other Amazon workers to perish. I got text, and this is what's crazy is, like, he was just there for 5 months. So the nigga like, man, nigga, I'm not ready to die for this shit, nigga. My life not on the line for this shit.